Section 2.3, Simplifying Variable Expressions, Part 1. Let's look at some vocabulary you need to know. Terms are the parts of an expression that are added together. They could be numbers like 15 or 5. They could be letters or variables like y or negative x. And they could be a term that has a number and a variable or letter in it like negative 17y. A coefficient is a number that multiplies a variable. It is the number that is connected to a variable or a letter, like the negative 15 and negative 15x, or the 17 and a 17y, or the 3 and the 3y, or negative 8 and the negative 8x. I like to think of it as it has company. The coefficient has company and it has a letter with it. But we only use the number for the coefficient. We don't say the whole term. A constant is a term with no variable. It is a number like 15 that does not have a letter with it. Plus 3x is not a constant. In the expression 17y minus 4, negative 4 is the constant. It does not have a letter with it. In the expression 3y plus 41, the positive 41 is the constant. There is no letter there. And in 16 plus 3x, the 16 is the constant because it does not have a letter with it. Like terms are terms that have identical variables. They are the same. So you will see the negative 15 and the 5 are both constants that do not have letters with them, so they are like terms. 42x and negative 23x are like terms because they both have an x variable with them. And 17y and negative y are like terms because they both have a y variable with them. In the expression y plus 8 minus 5y minus 3, you have two sets of like terms. You have the y and the negative 5y are like terms. And then you have the positive 8 and the negative 3 are like terms because they are the constants with no variables with them. In negative 13c minus 4d plus 6, you will have no like terms because the first term is negative 13c and there are no other terms that have a c with them. The second term is a negative 4d and there are no other terms with a d in it. And then you have the positive 6, the constant, and there are no other constants. In 12 plus 3x minus y plus 4, you have a positive 3x, but no other terms that have an x in them, so there are no like terms there. Then you have a negative y, and there are no other terms that have the negative y or a y in them. And finally, you have a positive 12 and a positive 4. Since there are two of them, those are the like terms. In 6x plus 4 minus x, you have a 6x and a negative x. Those are like terms because they both have x's. And then you just have a positive 4, one constant, so there are no other terms that are like. In 2a plus 3b minus a minus 7b, you have a 2a and you have a negative a. Those are like terms. Then you have a positive 3b and a negative 7b, and those are like terms. There are two sets of like terms in this expression.